Hermitcraft FTB server. I'm just out here on the middle of an ice lake because that is a perfect place, one of the few safe places, to use a wrath igniter for the purpose of making some dark iron. And the reason for that is wrath fire burns everything. When this is done, it may even have to set the iron on fire or the stone there, the cobble. Get that thing off the hotbar. That is a dangerous thing to leave on the hotbar. Alright. Looks like it's done. I just have to wait for the wrath fire to go out. Alright. Alright, now I can get my dark iron, which I need for a few barrel upgrades. Leave a torch on that so that it doesn't attract any unpleasantries. And head back to the factory. You know, one of these days I'm going to have to do something about these quarry pits, because they are, to say the least, unsightly. I'm going to do something about that. In the meanwhile, I'm getting ready to start up a new quarry, because I've been running a little bit short of some things. Certain metals, gold, and so on. And I like having this thing running, honestly. And let's see. Getting ready to arrange to power it a little bit better. Instead of using liquid tesseracts to pump lava over there, what I'm going to do is, okay, now I've rearranged this a little bit. I put the engines down here. There's 18 of them. And they're each producing, what is it, 8 Minecraft joules per tick. Going into this power bus out there. It powers the machinery over there on the other side of the wall, and it also goes down below to power the refinery. And let's see, I got my little handy bag here. Okay, some redstone energy conduit. I'm going to open up the floor here a little bit. Energy conduit down there, and no, they're not in here. I think I stuck them in here. Redstone energy cells. And then there's another one there, yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take these redstone energy cells and pop them down here. And I have to wrench the pipe for each one. Wait, or do I? Let me look at this. Yeah, that's right. They need to have power going into them. What am I doing wrenching the power the other way? Okay. Alright. Redstone energy cells down here. Go ahead and put my marble back. And now up here, I'm going to put some energy tesseracts. And maybe I don't want one right up against that. Just simply for aesthetics. And energy cell here. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and turn these up to 50. Actually, I should probably go ahead and turn them all the way up to 100. Alright, I'll do that later off camera, but that's what I'm going to end up doing. And these guys, set them for private, send only, main power. And I'm going to do the same thing for all of them. And now anything that needs it can receive power on the main power frequency. And I'm going to set the energy cells up to 100 Minecraft joules per tick, because that's what these things can transmit, I believe, up to 100 Minecraft joules per tick each. They're all sending on the same frequency, so there will be plenty of power available. I'm going to end up putting one up in the B lab to provide power there. I did have a steam pipe going up there and a steam engine. As a matter of fact, it's still sitting there to provide power up there, but I think this is going to be a better way to do it. We won't have this huge unsightly pipe up there and all that. Okay, I need to do something else here. Extra dimensional upgrade for barrels. Need some ender pearls, dark iron, which is what I was getting. Some leather, blaze rods. Alright. Some ender pearls. Some blaze rods. I'll just take. Alright, and yeah, and some leather. And what else? Oh, 4 dark iron. It's only 2 blaze rods per. And the dark iron. And 7 extra dimensional barrel upgrades. Okay, let's go ahead and pop these suckers in place. Let's see, where do I'm going to want that? Well, we got one on the wood. Let's put one on coal. And let's put one on saplings. I've got a barrel for glowstone. I'm going to put one on that. I'm going to, oh, we got one on the redstone. All right. I'm going to put one each on cobble and dirt, because amazingly enough, especially with the farm and whatnot, I find myself running short of these, especially getting into this dirt supply, which I actually didn't expect to need. Alright, I'm going to put one on the seeds, put another one on wheat, and that should take care of that. I'll probably be making more later, but that'll be enough for now. Down here, see, the most recent oil well is still got a decent amount of oil in there, and my fuel tank is full with 2,000 buckets. I'm thinking I'm probably going to put together another high pressure steam boiler, and that's why I'm cooking up more steel here. And I'm doing it this way because TechCraft was removed from, well, TechCraft is not in the Ultimate Pack, so the TechCraft trick for steel is not going to work for me anymore. As a matter of fact, when we upgraded to TechCraft, I had 12 stacks of that stuff disappear on me. That was fun. Anyway, not to complain, you know, stuff happens. Anyway, let's see. I need a little something else here. I need my quarry, item tesseract, chunk loader. I have an energy tesseract to power it with. Item tesseract to carry the stuff out. Put those away, I don't need them. Alright, I think we've got it here. Let's go ahead and see about setting up a quarry. And I'm not going to set it up over that way where I had the other 3. because I found a better place to do it. I have been finally doing a little bit of exploring with Mistcraft. Age 124 is interesting. There is not a whole lot of stuff here. There is this, what is this biome? Ice wasteland. And over here, that is not desert, it is beach. And over here we have marsh. So, I'm going to quarry the daylights out of this. You'll notice also we have little goodies like glowstone and crystals. And I think that is extremely cool. This means I will never run short of glowstone again. And of course, these crystals are pretty good too, because you can make portals with them. Portals that are controlled by putting a linking book into them. So I'm going to be using that. I may use it for decorative purposes as well. Meanwhile, oh, there is one thing I didn't think to bring. And I bet I don't have it in my bag. Nope. I need to go back and get landmarks. There they are. And let's grab a lever to fire them up with. Alright. I must say, I rather like traveling by linking book. Oh yeah, there is one little downside to this age. The charged aspect of it. I think, let's see, let's get some cobble here. And I'm going to actually do this up just a little bit high here. I think I will start right about... Alright, let's just get on here. Now, there are negative effects here. We have slowness, and I think weakness becomes part of it eventually too. Out here in the daytime where you can see the sun. And that's fine. It's not exactly wonderful, but I can deal with it. Right, I'm going to go ahead and put this up just a little bit. Alright, maybe a whole lot. I want to include as much of this crystal stuff as I can in it. Not that that's going to be a major big deal. I'm going to have a huge amount of the stuff before this quarry is done, because these glowstone and crystal tendrils extend down deep underground as well. Alright, landmark time. Landmark, okay, let's put that lever. Let's go to the other end of the beam. And I missed it. Oh well. There we go. Let's head over here to the other end of this one. Got our third landmark down. See if I can aim a little better this time. Alright. Our quarrying area is all set up. this is going to be a good quarry age. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do to it, is I'm going to quarry the daylights out of this entire age. Well, that and do some exploring. I did find a couple of, like, ancient or abandoned libraries or whatever that, see, right click on this. We have our red box defined. Good deal. Put down the quarry. I don't suppose it's really all that important to pick up the landmarks because, frankly, they're cheap. Alright, item tesseract. Pop that on top. Set that up to quarry output channel, send only. And a energy tesseract. Receive only. Main power. Start her up. And we have our item robot out there building our quarry frame already. Let me turn my volume down just a little bit more here. Only have it at 5% and it's still blasting me. I have no idea what it's going to sound like in the video. Okay. Okay, we'll have stuff coming into the warehouse, the item reception area real soon. So I think I'm going to head back there because, among other things, I forgot to turn on the timer for the recycling system. And that's really not good. Oops, wait a minute. I almost forgot something very important. What am I freezing up here for? Oh, anyway. I very nearly forgot to put down the chunk loader. Now, while the quarry does do some chunk loading of its own, that's great, but what it doesn't necessarily do is load the chunk that it, and more importantly than that, its power supply is located in. So just slap down a chunk loader, and that should be fine right there. The default radius 2 square. Alright. And this thing is going already, and it is barreling like crazy. So let's get in there and get that timer turned on because we're going to need it running soon. Timer's running, and we're going to have stuff showing up in here already. What is with this sudden freeze up thing? Okay, we're going to end up with a boatload of snowballs too, I can see. Oh well. We have crystals coming in, we're going to have glowstone coming in. Why are you going down there? I thought I had a chest for you. I do. A barrel, that is. I guess it doesn't see that one as being... oh, wait a minute. It needs to be in one of these colors to go down that line. Okay, never mind. Alright, fine. It'll go into chests. I'll get it rearranged to go into barrels another time. Probably put a barrel down at the end of this line. Actually, that's what I can do. Okay. Myself an axe. Break that up. off a piece of that tubing. Alright, set the barrel down here. And we'll prime it up with some crystal. And put the tubing on there. Alright, from now on, crystal should come here first. Good, it is. Oh boy. I think maybe I need to send snowballs to the recycler. I honestly can't imagine having a need for that many snowballs. So we'll just start recycling the things. All right. Okay. There, we have our quarry going again. That will be bringing in a new batch of raw materials and whatnot. I was going to wait until I had some GregTech machines hooked up to process stuff because of some of the materials that they provide, but I'll do that with the next quarry run. Right now I need the raw materials to finish making some of those things. Alright, I just came out here to the quarry to check on things, and I think it's a good thing I did, because this thing was spewing snowballs and cobble and such all over the landscape. Okay, the mess appears to be gone now, but it was spewing a bunch of stuff, and it was just doing a fountain thing out of the top of the item test rack all over the place. And so I switched off the power to the thing for the moment. And it's a good thing, because when I looked in here, this was full. This ender pouch goes to the sorting machine chest, and it was completely filled. So I think I need to get back there and do something about making this thing able to handle more stuff at once, because as it is, it's overloaded. And I'm thinking that, okay, this thing's pulling stuff as fast as it can, and the problem is that, oh, I bet I know what's going on. The input chest to the recycling system is full. So how about have it pulse every 3 seconds instead of every 5 for a little bit. That'll help it get caught up. And I don't know, let's see. That's what's doing it though. It's all the snowballs. Because that's what's bouncing back and forth in here. The thing can't deal with the snowballs fast enough. To think about that, see if I can come up with a quick solution. Alright, I've thought about it a bit, and what the problem is basically is that the sorting machine can't pull the snowballs out of the input chest fast enough. And as long as it's got snowballs to pull, it's not going to pull anything else until it clears out enough snowballs. And once the stuff goes into the pipe, it's not a problem. It'll just bounce back and forth until it can go into the chest. But it's a matter of the sorting machine not pulling it fast enough. Now, I can speed up the timer here. I can go ahead and set this timer to the default 2 seconds, which is what these things default to, which means it'll process the stuff faster. But basically, the snowballs are coming in faster than the system can handle them. And I think what I'm going to do for the time being, a temporary fix is I'm going to set a diamond chest down there, since that has a higher capacity than... Okay, I managed to accidentally resize the client, and that beat the recording to pieces. Let's go ahead and dump some of this stuff in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and break this ender chest for now. Put the diamond chest down here so that there'll be a lot more room for stuff. And let's see if it can handle that. I'm going to head back to the quarry and find out. Alright, we're back here at the quarry. And you can see what the problem is. See, the top several layers of this area right here is snow. And of course, when you break snow, you get snowballs. And at the rate this thing is running, it's getting a lot of snowballs. So I'm going to try this. Go ahead and turn the power on and see what happens. And we'll see if we start getting a fountain of snowballs and stuff coming out of this tesseract again. So far it looks good, but we're not doing a whole lot with the snow just yet. As it moves over this way, it'll start getting into a major snow layer. We'll see. It might be past the worst of it. Just need to be sure to do something about quickly handling an overload of snowballs when quarrying this type of terrain. Okay, that's what I saw when I came back here the first time. A fountain of snowballs. A snowball fountain coming out of this thing. So I need to go back up, not down. And I need to cut the power. Stop this thing and let the sorting system catch up with it. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do initially, is run it for a few minutes at a time and then stop it and let the sorting system catch up. Once it's down with the first few layers and it's down past the point where all this snow is, then it shouldn't be a problem. Another thing I can do is I can make up another, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make up another sorting machine and have 2 sorting machines pull from that chest and see if maybe that can handle the load a little faster. So I'm going to go ahead and go back, make up another sorting machine and put that on the circuit and have that second one concentrate on doing nothing but pull snowballs. Alright, I've got another sorting machine up here, so let's break that. Put the sorting machine here. No, that's not a sorting machine, that's a chest. Alright. Alright, that's good. Do I have any tubing in there? No, I don't, but there's some down here that isn't being used, so I'll just grab this for right now. power going to this one and from this one to that one, so they should both have plenty of charge. Alright. And I don't have any snowballs on me, and I bet they're all processed at the moment. No, they're not. Okay. Alright, we will set this one. Let's see, I believe, yes, it's the dark green line. There we go. I don't imagine that's actually going to make any difference doing it like that, but I'm going to try it. Pretty much on every pulse, this thing is going to pull snowballs. And things it doesn't know about can go to the white line. Alright. Actually, no. I'm just going to leave it go like that. See how that does. Alright. Now, with two of these things pulling, one of them doing nothing but pull snowballs, we might just have a better time with the quarry. So, I'm going to head back up there and find out. Power on, see what we get. It won't take long for it to start fountaining snowballs if it can't handle the load. I'm thinking with two sorting machines, that ought to do it. And I'm going to hang out here and see how this results. I'm going to hang out here and see how this turns out. Okay, I just came back here to check, and I'm seeing a problem here because they're both pulling the stuff, but this one is sending it back through this way, and this one is sending it off here, but basically none of them are going out that way. So I need to stop that quarry again and rearrange how this thing is wired up. Alright, I think I've got the solution figured out here. Basically, the problem is, sorting machine needs to pull, this one needs to do nothing but pull snowballs. This one needs to not pull them at all. And instead, just run them along this way. Interesting burst of lag there. I'm going to run them over here. I'm running them up high because I don't want them going into those barrels. Now, I'm going to paint that up there after I put another piece of pipe on here. Oh, there's a problem there. Yeah, I don't want those connecting. Actually, it probably wouldn't matter, come to think of it. Yeah. Because what I want to do is send them from the sorting machine into all of these chests, including this one. So now there's lots of places for them to go. And I'm going to go ahead and paint this one, that line, that color, to make sure. Go ahead and throw some snowballs in here. And they went down that way. Oh, I see something. Derp, derp, derp. You see how this sorting machine is arranged? With the dark part there toward the chest, and this one is faced the wrong way. I have to turn this thing around. No wonder it wasn't working. God, what a derp. Alright, where's the screwdriver? Oh man, this lag bursty crap. Now it'll work right. Alright, so now I'm going to go back and turn the power on one more time. Alright, this thing has been going now for most of this layer, clearing an area that will produce a crap ton of snowballs, and it seems to be handling the load just fine. I am going to make one more change to the system though. I'm going to let's see, create frequency 2, and we'll call frequency 2 quarry power. We'll save that, and we'll put the quarry on quarry power. And the reason for that is that I'm going to arrange for quarry power to only be delivering about, say, 40 or so Minecraft joules per tick, because I do believe that's about what the ideal limit for quarry power levels is anyway. I don't know what it is with this strange little bit of stuttering lag, but oh well. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and do that. First, I'm going to drop down here, make sure this is going good. The chest is empty, that's a good sign. I was concerned about that because something generating a ton of items like that spewing all over the place can create a monstrous lag problem. So it seems that I've pretty well got it taken care of. Now, let's make an adjustment to power levels. See, these are all transmitting on main power. Send only, quarry power, go, and we'll set that down. Say 40 Minecraft joules per tick. And that way, well, for one thing, that way the quarry won't suck up all of the available power. Alright, now let's have a look at the sorting input chest. Hello. Stuff is coming through. Snowballs are ending up here again. That's because both sorting machines are pulling the doggone things. Alright, fine. We'll set it up. No, not there. There. Now, all snowballs are going into recycle one way or the other. And I'll eventually clear those chests of all the snowballs in them, which they're probably filled up. Alright, seems to be okay now, although it would be nice if this stuttering bursts of 0 FPS would go away. Now, I don't think that it's my quarry setup, because this has been happening even when the quarry is turned off. And there is not 11 zillion snowballs all over the place. So, I don't know. In any event, it looks like things are going. Quarry is running, loading up with tons and tons more cobble, and we'll be filling up with whatever dirt comes out of that, and so on, and all the other goodies. So, next episode I'm going, well, between now and next episode I'm going to try to get some bee breeding work done. I'm trying to breed up a pure line of all the basic lines of bees, and I did get actually some I've scoured a couple of jungles, and I finally found some tropical bees, and I've got 2 apiaries going with tropical bees in them, because those are the ones that, or at least some of the ones that produce propolis, which is necessary for a lot of the bee related machines and pipes and stuff. And I'm going to be getting into that soon. And so we'll be working on stuff like that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.